Good morning. I thought I would try the video again. I just shot this video and it was just a fuzz buzz. It was crazy. I couldn't believe how fuzzy it was. So I'm going to try this again, and welcome to the Leadership Dance. I'm Dr. Barb. And in the past few weeks, I've been talking about the D part of my Leadership Dance program. D is development of self and others. Today, I'm going to talk about action. Last week, I spoke about the inner critic. So if you didn't see the inner critic, watch that. Today is limiting beliefs and assumptions. Those are the two things I'm going to talk about. So limiting beliefs are those things that we believe we should have. Duties that we should have, permissions, rights, and just basic beliefs about ourselves and the world. And what happens is we kind of hold back on those. They're called limiting beliefs for a reason, right? So we don't think we have to do or say something, or do or say something, or we don't believe in ourselves, and those hold us back. They don't have to hold us back though, and what has happened over time throughout our lives, we've heard of these things, or we've created these beliefs and rights and permissions and duties and all these things, and the shoulds. This is the area where we talk about the shoulds. Well, I should do this, or I should do that, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. Those beliefs hold us back. The beauty is all of that can be, right? This is a thought process. What you need to do is take some action on those. We can talk about them all day long, but if we don't physically make a difference and change, nothing's going to be any different, and we're going to feel the same way. So with limiting beliefs, you want to really understand where they came from. Understand what they are and where they came from. Write them down, jot them down. Look at, what are my limiting beliefs? What are the areas where I don't believe I have the ability to do something, or the right to do something, or permissions, or duties, or any of those things that we talk about? Where did that come from? Look at the core. Where did they come from? I work with people, we kind of dig back into, when did this start? When did you start believing that you weren't able to do something, or you didn't know how to do something, or that you couldn't do something, or you can't do something? Where did that come from? And oftentimes we carry these like a giant backpack on our back through our whole lives, and we don't really dig in and look at, why is this here? And, is this even serving me? We flip this over, and what you can do is change the language around how you say that. Instead of saying, I don't believe I can do that, or I don't believe I know how to do that, say, I know how to do that, or I'm going to learn to do that, or I can do that. And really using empowering language can make all the difference in the world. It's literally an energy shift. When you say, I can't do something, it drags you down. When you say, I can, I know how, or I'll learn how, I can, it shifts our energy, and we literally have more motivation, we have more desire and wants, and use the word I assume, and there's no facts to back them up. That's what assumptions are. So I assume that you're feeling this way, what you said, or this is how you acted. And one of the best ways to get out of that is to ask questions, get clarifications. We can assume things all day long, and really those are just stories we're telling ourselves about the situation, or the person who said something, or what they said, without really understanding. So I'm a big fan of dive in there with that person and say, I'm kind of assuming that this is what you meant by that comment, or this is why you're saying that, but I might be way off base, so help me out here. And the problem is, when we have a lot of miscommunication, there's assumptions going on, right? Well, you always say this, or you always do that, without really recognizing that, yeah, people can change, and you're assuming something about themselves, the person, the situation, that may not be true anymore, because people can change, and they do change. So looking at both limiting beliefs you have and assumptions you have about yourself, the world, other people can make a big difference. So identify them, dig into where they came from and why you have those thoughts or feelings, and then change your language around them. And when you feel yourself thinking, or you even say out loud, I assume you're going to say the same thing, or I assume this, stop in your tracks and literally say, all right, why am I even thinking this, or what's going on inside of me? And that's what's really helpful for leaders, to stop in their tracks and really look at the